Hello, I'm Jack, and I'm interviewing Kevin today.
All right.
Hi, Jack Milton.
Kevin.
So, Kevin, I'm just going to start out with some basic. What has been your favorite class in college, and what made that class so enjoyable?
A lot of people said this was like a pretty hard class because it was a lot of memorization, but my favorite class was probably human or cell signaling, which was a Bio 24 class. It was the first sort of in-depth class I've ever had about how the human body functions and how it communicates with each other, how different cells communicate each other. One topic that we did was insulin and how it moves around the body and what it affects. And it was the first time I really learned about how the body regulates itself, how all these complex things are just simple off and on switches, inhibitors, and promoters, and it was just really interesting. And it really put a lot of things that I had questions about into answers. And I really liked that.
So, why bioengineering? What made you want to pursue a career in bioengineering?
So initially, what happened was I applied, and I wanted to do something that had science because I really enjoy science. And I noticed that a lot of things only focused on certain areas of science. You could be a biology major, a physics major, a chemistry major, you could be a mechanical engineer, and I noticed those focused a lot on physics. And I really wanted all three of them, especially biology and chemistry, because I'm really interested in how the human body works and how cells work in organisms, produce their different chemicals and molecules.
So, going off bioengineering, why did you get a minor in chemistry?
I got a minor in chemistry because I had completed my organic chemistry route, and I didn't have to, but there's only a couple more classes to take, and so I thought it was a good idea. And then later on, my senior year, I started signing up for more chemistry classes, and I realized I was really close to completing a chemistry minor, and I enjoyed chemistry, so I decided to do it.
I saw on your resume you did a little work with Sheila Tobias. Can you tell me a little about that work, what you were doing?
Definitely. So she's a author, a freelance writer, and she needed some help thinking of ideas of new topics to write about. And she really wanted to write about engineering because she thought it was not as prevalent in America as some places. So I helped her out with that topic as well as some other topics about our curriculum and how the United States' education system isn't focusing on tools for the job as much as just knowledge in general. So it's a good experience.
Can you give me an example of a problem that you faced on the job or in a course and how you solved that problem?
So actually we had this problem in our senior design project. One issue was that we needed to look for an enzyme, but there was no database that narrows down enzymes on different properties that you want. So we wanted a monomer, we wanted one with a small catalytic triad, we wanted one that had an assay that was doable at Santa Clara. And we couldn't find a database that could narrow these down, so we were looking one by one through enzymes, which became extremely difficult. And so what my team and I did was we divided up the work that worked really well. One of us would look up certain sections of them and then send all the ones that filtered to other groups. We'd also record which ones that failed, which ones that were close to passing, so that we didn't go over each other's work. And so we really made our work efficient, and that's how we got through that and we found it.
So you did find the...
Yep.
What do you do when people disagree with your ideas?
So I don't usually get heated when people disagree with my ideas. I like arguing, actually, or debating, I guess is a better word for that. So I always listen to their side, and instead of trying to promote a lot of my ideas, I try and ask questions about their ideas, and then I try and find similarities between our ideas, or point out distinct differences in why I think my idea is different, or why I think their idea may not be the best option. But I always like considering other people's ideas because I expect other people to hopefully consider my idea as well.
Tell me about two positive qualities that you possess that make you a strong candidate for this school.
The first quality I would say is teamwork. I work really well in a team, and I actually enjoy working in a team much better than working by myself. I like having different ideas, and uh, I think really well when I bounce my ideas off of other people, and other people bounce their ideas off of mine, because it keeps me thinking differently, creatively, and on a time schedule as other people think of theirs, and we all have to get our work done at the same time.
Okay.
And then, my second quality is that when I get interested in a topic, I'll pursue it to no end. I'll put extra time in because I find it interesting myself. I've found myself going back to teachers just to ask questions about topics that were somewhat related to our subject, but I didn't need it answered for the grade, but I just found it interesting.
What's something that you did pursue that you found interesting in one of your classes?
So, one of those was recently I asked one of my professors about a bioinformatics class, and I was wondering how late the lasers count the cells inside a cell sifter. I'm trying to think of what the machine was. That's not that good of a example. The better one would be probably my protein class, my bioengineering class I'm taking this fall, actually. We were learning about the different proteins and everything, collagen and how it's a triple helix, and I asked her about hair specifically because I thought it was interesting and it was long and everything, and then that got me on the topic of silk and the different sort of string proteins that were strong. So I just kind of searched into something and then did some outside research and found it interesting.
Very interesting. All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right. I have a couple questions actually.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
No worries. I was wondering what kind of experiences do graduate students get while researching at UT Austin?
Okay. It's a great question.
All right. And then what areas do most bioengineering graduates go into after they leave UT Austin?
Also a great question.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.